between the visiting Medora Timberjacks and your Owensboro Thoroughbreds. The Timberjacks come in tonight's matchup with a record of 14-5, and your Thoroughbreds with a record of 9-3. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Please direct your attention to the court and welcome Mike Pittman as he performs our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mike, once again for that great rendition of the national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you direct your attention towards the playing floor. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Medora Timberjacks. Starting for Medora tonight, wearing number 2, Omega Harris. Number 4, Danny Gibson. Number 5, Malik Cook Stroop. Number 6, Tyler Grayer. And number 12, Darrell Dominic. The head coach of the Timberjacks is Mark Moore. And now, Thoroughbreds fans, get on your feet. And let's welcome the starting lineup for your Owensboro Thoroughbreds. Starting for the Breds tonight, wearing number 1, Jason Holiday. Number 3, M.J. Joyner. Number 5, Montel James. Number 6, Seth McCoy. And wearing number 7, Lamontre Harris. The coaching staff for the Thoroughbreds, assistant coach, Brad Zeller, and the head coach, Mark Anderson.
Welcome everyone to the Owensboro Sports Center. We're here on a Friday night, joined by Steve Turner. This is Ben Hardesty, and we've got the number 1 team in the division coming in to take on the 4th place Owensboro Thoroughbreds. And the last time we called, the roster looked a whole lot different than what it looks like right now.
Yeah, this season has been a war of attrition for the Thoroughbreds. I mean, injury after injury after injury. It's just been a tough road, and it's still the injury. They still got some players on the bench that are in street clothes that won't be able to go tonight. You only have 6 players in uniform, or 7 players in uniform tonight for the Thoroughbreds. That's just kind of been the story of the season. Coach Anderson's holding it together as best he can.
Yeah.
This is still a 4th place team, even with the rotating cast. So it's just been it hasn't been a great luck season for us.
It's game
You know,
time at the sports
given
center.
all the injury issues and transfer issues and whatnot, they're still just a game under 500. You know,
Yeah,
they're
they're
sitting
st-
at 9 and 10.
I think it shows you a testament to the coaching staff, really.
Yeah. Oh. Thought we were going to get a quick one there from the newcomer, MJ Joyner.
McCoy.
And McCoy, who's been coming off the bench for the Thoroughbreds, has now got a starting role.
He's a guy that's improved, I think, throughout the year. I mean, he's gotten used to the physicality of the defense, kind of the speed of the game a little bit. And through the attrition, he's earned himself a role in the starting lineup.
Right.
Oh, Montel in and out there.
Big fella Dominic on the run. And they'll get it back to him. And so repost against the leading rebounder in TBL, Montel James. Shot off the mark.
Big rebound there.
Now Medora, they'll pick you apart, and they absolutely hammered the Thoroughbreds the last meeting they had. I think to the tune of like 151 to 112, if I could find my stats here. Yeah,
Yep,
151 to 112. Look
yeah.
at that memory, Steve.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's not too bad for a Friday night.
Yeah. Especially from where I came from.
No doubt.
Hey, and banked in a three.
How about that?
Bank is open for three. Jason Holiday.
Independence Bank open on Friday nights here at the Sports Center, 6'2" Thoroughbreds.
It's going to be tough. They're going to work you. They're going to pick you apart and get the shots that they want.
Nice defense
there
there
by James McCoy in transition. A little hot and high for Montel James out there in the short corner.
Yeah, a little hot for sure, and McCoy. He's talking a little communication there between him and Montel now. Gets settled in. Medora coming in, man, just the best team in the conference, 14-5. Owensboro sitting at 9-10, but man, 4 straight home games here to close the season. And this would be the first round play-in game matchup.
Yeah.
Weird TBL playoff standings.
And a tough take by Dominic. You know, and Thoroughbreds, we haven't seen them since April.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And they went on a 6-game road trip, but did not fare very well on the road.
Now 2 and 4, and one of those by way of forfeit.
Yeah.
The Enforcers had to forfeit their game last week. That got us a W, and then they did get a nice win over the Distillers back on Friday night. So,
you know, the thing about the Enforcers, and it's like a lot of leagues or a lot of teams in the TBL, you know, they're struggling.
Struggling, yeah.
And any home game that they have is a forfeit. And any away game, now they could play away games. But you hate to see it.
Yeah.
You know, you hate to see some of these teams fizzle out like that. And there's a lot of circumstances that come into play that you don't really foresee when you start the season.
Oh yeah, no, it's just like injuries on the team. You know, you can't plan for certain things, and
right.
That's kind of what you get when you get to this level here.
Outlet, Joyner. Layup, nice.
MJ Joyner.
That kid can play. I mean,
yeah.
I know it's a rotated cast a little bit, but these guys they picked up can absolutely play.
You know, we've got a couple of kids from Kalamazoo. Their program was kind of struggling a little bit, and some guys were looking for some opportunities to play.
Yeah, MJ's. You can see the explosiveness.
Yeah.
You know, Montel's battled some injuries on the road. Lamontre's battled some injuries. I mean, fortunately for us, they're back in the lineup tonight. But when you look over Medora, this is normally what we see for the Thoroughbreds, a full bench to not very many. And now this year, it's just hasn't gone our way.
Yeah, it's 2 turnovers in 2 half-court sets. Now, they had a layup in transition, but the last 2 sets for the Thoroughbreds have been turnovers. McCoy off to Holiday, 3, in and out.
Good look. Didn't knock it down.
9-6 here in the early going. 8:10 to play in the first quarter. Holiday with it. Out to McCoy. Sidestep, open for a three.
Bang.
Oh,
man, that looked great
from
off
our
the
angle,
hand.
it looked like it was down. Corner three. Harris. No. This is our first look at Joyner. He looks like he could play now. Pull up 15-footer, leaves it short. But he's a big body
Yeah,
guard.
explosive, too.
Yeah.
You can just see the explosiveness.
Dominic, kick out. Gibson shot, no. There you go.
You can see,
Looked
already
a little
see.
slow to the glass.
You can see Dominic, he's gassed already.
Yeah. Joyner in the corner, his three, no
Can't
good.
buy
He's
one.
missed the last two. 9-6. 7:15 to play. Layup, no. For Malik Kukstrup, but he'll go to the line for two.
Owensboro down. Called on number 7.
I remember Dominic from last year dominating us on the inside.
Yeah.
I know Medora had a little bit of a down year, but it was being able to stay in the game. When he would come out of the game, we'd go inside, but you can kind of see the conditioning a little bit right now. He's coming to the bench to get a breather. He's an absolute monster, though. Big body guy.
He is big fella. You know, Medora coming in, they feel like they have an advantage. And they've seen the Thoroughbreds a handful of times already. They feel like they have an advantage down low with Dominic in the game. Last time we were here, Holiday played 42 minutes on Friday and then 48 minutes on Saturday, the last time we were here.
Yeah.
And I talked to him. You know, I come in and interviewed him at post-game instead of Coach Anderson. And for one, he was a delight to interview.
Yeah, he's great. I had him on live at 5 as well. He's a great interview.
And two, he's super, he could have played 60 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, he's just got that youthful legs to him, and he brings that fun energy. And
I think that's kind of got to be the way it is for these guys. You know, that's got to be the message.
Yeah.
We're going to have to run you.
Got a timeout on the floor, 6:57 to play in the first. Thoroughbreds up by 1, 9-8. Listen to Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. But, you know, it's like I can't hear the commercial. I can just see a camera. I can't hear you. Oh, but here we can.
Thank you. Thanks for getting in.
You're welcome. Oh, here we can't hardly hear each other. Coming back to the action, Thoroughbreds lead by 1, 9-8. Looking to get an inbounds out of timeout play underneath. They got 3 stacked along the three-point line. Holiday off the catch. He'll go to work against the defender, Kook Stroop. And a step back three. Man, can't hit anything from the perimeter right now.
Ice cold from the outside, getting good looks, but just not knocking them down.
Gibson, to work on McCoy, left him there at the three-point line. Nice avenue to the lane. And Medora with the lead for the first time at 10-9. Joyner.
Let Montel go to work here. Nice
There
take.
you go. That's a nice take.
Montel James.
Yeah, Montel the constant, right? I mean,
Yeah.
kind of the glue that's holding this team together right now.
You know, we're about to see Tatum Dixon come in for the first time for the Thoroughbreds, and I was so impressed with how, you know, from game 1 to game whatever it was, 8, 10, or 12, whatever it was when we saw him last, stripping the open floor, Bentley
Had it knocked
can't
away.
get it to fall.
Ah,
But I was so impressed with Tatum Dixon and his development.
yes. Yeah.
He's almost a dominating force down there.
Yeah, again, I think that's the Coach Zellner, Coach Anderson effect they have on these guys.
Another turnover for the Thoroughbreds. It's got to be so frustrating for Coach Anderson because before the exodus, due to injuries and other issues, Thoroughbreds went through a turnover barrage, but they had it. They were coming together.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you lose Javion Eves. I mean, the heart and soul. Now I thought Ricky Schubert was playing really well for them, and they had developed him last year. He goes down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been one injury after the next throughout this season.
Oh, Holiday's just got to go up with that one. And a break from Medora, lay in good by Harris, and it's 16-11 now.
And I don't know if you want to get into an up and down battle with Medora. The bench much deeper
No.
for the Timberjacks.
Ball security is going to be a big point of emphasis tonight. McCoy in the corner, high post. Harris on a tough shot draws a foul. Oh, they're going to call an offensive foul.
Yeah, pushing the
on
back.
The rebound.
Yeah, right now, just got to settle down a little bit right now. Too many turnovers, and you're getting into a track meet with a team that's got twice as many players as you do.
Yeah. Kellen Dunham checks in for the first time with Medora, sharp shooter. He would light up the Thoroughbreds last year. Sometimes in wins for them, sometimes in losses, but the constant was still able to light up the Thoroughbreds. Nice help defense by Harris. Turned right into the double. Harris working, fade away.
Got fouled.
Nice.
Yeah. Smack. Heard the smack
Sure
from
did.
way over here at the scores table.
We could hear it.
Good take there, good steal, and great finish there at the rim.
Under 4 minutes to play in the first. Medora with the 3-point lead. Cook Stroop to work on Harris. Good job getting through that screen. Backdoor cut. Walks into a layup. Joyner kind of fell asleep.
Yeah, Medora's a little sloppy out of the gate here on first game on their road weekend.
Yeah.
But, you know, the way the playoffs is set up this year, it almost benefits you to maybe have struggled. If you can get hot here over this homestand, you just got to get them one game down up there in Medora.
Right.
And their season's over, you know. So I think that's got to be the mentality over these next 2 weeks and these 4 home games for the Thoroughbreds.
We saw that. And I think we've talked about it in a previous broadcast. Kokomo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Went through that last year. And
Yeah,
even if you go to the NBA, the Heat
oh my gosh,
were the last play-in team, and now they're playing in the Eastern Conference Finals, playing probably about to tip off soon.
Yeah, we need a Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And there's some guys that are capable of filling that role, but you mentioned Tatum. He's had a double-double last game, 24 and 11. He's checked in now, Tatum Dixon.
Yeah.
Holiday had a tremendous game up there in Louisville last Friday with the 32 and 10 performance.
Harris at the line, tough free throwing, or tough bucket with contact. And he's got the M1 and puts Medora up 6, 19-13 with 3:05 to play in the first. Holiday off to Joyner. Joyner wide open, 18, no. On board though, layup, nice.
Rebound. Yeah, way to stay with it there. Nice cover. That's good defense from McCoy there to contest that.
Got in the air, nice find from Joyner to Harris.
Say, MJ is serving dividends here early on, man. I like what he's bringing to the table.
Do too. Got some energy. 3 off the set. No.
Looks like they withstood the storm for now. Tyler
Seem
take the
to.
lead on this trip. Oh, that's all day.
Tatum Dixon. No. Layup. Stripped again. Put back. No. Harris, no, but draws the foul. I do like the battling that we're seeing around the rim.
Working for it around the rim there. I thought Dixon might have got fouled on the putback attempt.
Yeah. We'll get a timeout on the floor after the foul. 2:07 to play in the first. It's Timberjacks by 2, 19-17. You're watching Thoroughbred basketball on TPL TV.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the playing floor the Owensboro Boom Squad. Number 7, Harris.
Harris at the line for the Thoroughbreds coming out of that break. We'll be shooting 2, looking to tie this thing up with 2:07 to play in the first. Love the Boom Squad, bringing the energy.
I'm about to say, when they stop playing, it's almost like pin drop quiet.
Yeah.
Everybody was fascinated by the drums there, and they bring it. 19
All
apiece.
tied up, yep. 2 minutes to play in the first. Dunham right side, guarded by McCoy. And a tough take. Left it short by Grayer, and here comes Holiday quickly down court and fouled on his layup attempt.
You were talking about Dunham, and it took me a second. I was like, I remember Dunham dominating this, but I don't remember Medora. That's because he played for Indiana last year.
Yeah.
It comes back, the All-Americans, man.
Was it the All-Americans? I couldn't remember if it was
All-Stars
Lebanon or the All-Americans, yeah.
I think it was the All-Americans, yeah. But man, what a pickup for Medora there.
No kidding.
Thoroughbreds battling, though, shorthanded here tonight. I think it's just going to be the way it is for the rest of the season. I mean, they bring 2 guys in and 1 guy gets hurt. So it's like,
yeah. It's,
oh,
there you go, big fella.
Tatum Dixon.
Nice flush off the missed free throw. You don't see that very often.
No. Moving
And a
screen.
moving screen on Medora, you know.
Don't see that very often called.
all. Or you see it, just not
Yeah,
called.
right,
to
just
your
not
point.
called. Yeah.
And some sloppy play from Medora. They
Little
could have
bit,
extended
yeah.
that 6-point lead out, I think, even further. MJ probing. Out to McCoy with the screen. Dump
Nice
off Tatum
pass.
Dixon and a slam dunk.
Tatum Dixon.
That's a nice pass from McCoy. McCoy's playing really well here tonight.
Yeah. Largest lead of the night for the Thoroughbreds at 5 with 1:05 to play in the first. Deep in the corner is Harris.
Good defense.
3 on the shot clock. Got to get it deep, too. Could have been some contact and no call. Here's MJ. Layup. No, but the foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, Medora wanted the foul. I mean, I understand, but my God, that shot was from Smothers Park, man.
Yeah.
We can't be bailing them out with the foul call there. And a good job by MJ to attack the rim on the other end. You know, Thoroughbreds shorthanded on the bench, but not shorthanded on the effort here tonight.
No.
Giving it all they got.
Joiner's free throw. Back iron.
You know, we saw this a couple times we were on the flip side of this last year a couple times where we had the much deeper bench, the much better team on paper. And then you come out and you just see a team warm up. You're like, okay, we're going to roll through this team. And then that team brings the energy and you don't. And all of a sudden you're looking at a deficit.
Or a dogfight.
Yeah, dogfight. And you come in the sports center, you better always expect a dogfight.
Yeah. People love playing here.
Oh, yeah.
35 seconds to play in the quarter. 25-19 your score. Grayer. Off to Gibson, who just checked in. 3. Deep 2 is what they're calling that one. Back Gibson. 20 on the play clock. Harris, or Holiday rather, deflected. And here comes Medora on a leak out. And another turnover by the Timberjacks. 12.6 to play in the first quarter.
Only 10 to shoot here. We got to roll.
See if we can't get a good shot. You know, something within our offense. There's Holiday working. And he'll be fouled on the floor, I believe is what they'll call.
You think about changing the high school rule. Have you heard about that?
I did. Not a
5
fan.
and 5. I'm not a fan at all.
I liked now, sometimes they come back and bite me a little bit, but I liked the bonus.
Yeah.
You know, it gives you
it's
you hope.
It's going to change the end of games at the high school
Yeah.
level, you know. It brings that shot clock debate back to the forefront, I
Yeah.
feel like. I defended the no shot clock in Kentucky on the show on Live at 5, and then they changed that rule, and I'm like, well, maybe we need one because at the end of games, teams are just going to be able to salt games away pretty easily.
Yeah.
You know how much pressure it takes off a shooter to know you're getting 2
for
free throws?
sure.
You know, tons.
For sure. You know, as a Catholic commentator, here's a 3. Deep.
Oh.
Back iron. No good. 27-21 after 1. But as a commentator for the local Catholic high school here, there have been times where I was squirming. Like if they need to hit this first
Gotta
free
have
throw
it.
in the bonus.
It's a turnover. You know,
Yeah.
effectively it's a turnover.
You know, and then there've been other times where we've been aided by someone
the
missing.
Owensboro overtime game to start the year. I don't think you guys win that game if the rules are
Yes.
changed. You know,
Yeah,
they
I
missed the
agree.
front end 3 straight times, and you guys were able to come back and tie that
Yep.
game up and then win in overtime.
I agree. 27-21, Thoroughbreds after 1 quarter. We'll step away and be right back for the second. You're watching Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Medora Timberjacks basketball to start the second quarter. I thought the execution by both teams was a little poor in that first quarter.
A little bit, yeah.
And then the turnovers kind of bit Medora. At one point, they were up, 19-13? And a nice run there at the end of the first quarter by the Thoroughbreds. They answered the right hook from the Timberjacks.
Travel there.
Travel, yeah.
Dominic. And that was the matchup I wanted to see. He kind of got the brute force of Dominic versus the length of Tatum Dixon. And that's 1-0 Tatum Dixon there.
Yeah, I think he welcomes that challenge.
Yeah, I like this. I like that's a matchup I want to see. And I think it was sloppy. That's a nice crossover right there. My goodness.
James on a deep 18. Hey, there you go.
It was sloppy from the Thoroughbreds in the first half, but the defensive energy helped mask that a little bit.
Right.
They keep bringing that defensive energy. They can compete with anybody in this league.
It's got to be sustainable. Tough take.
Man.
Tough take by Devon Haynes.
Yeah, he just checked into the ball game. Immediate dividends.
Golly. And it's still some thievery by the Timberjacks. Layup at the rim with the left hand. No good. Nice contest by Joyner. Douglas checks into the game for the first time to start the quarter for the Thoroughbreds. And they'll have an out-of-bounds play underneath, leading by 6 with 10:39 to play in the second.
That's good hustle from Douglas there. It's the first time I've got eyes on him so far this year.
Me too. Holiday, short corner. James, another deep two. No. And there you go, Tatum Dixon trying to keep it alive. They're going to say off the Timberjacks and out of bounds.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the Sports Center, right?
Yeah.
Medora's got a pretty nice little cheering section over here.
I can't say favorable calls too loud or people will get mad at me for being an OC.
Oh,
and an OC guy and being at the Sports Center. For those that kind of know the local flair of high school basketball.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
31-23.
I made that comment about because Grayson County, they drew Apollo. They won their district and they draw Apollo. And I said, if they didn't play it at the Sports Center, it would be fair, because they complain about it every year.
Oh, heavens. Yeah.
Drawing the 9th district.
Yeah. There you go, Steve. 2-0, and there's
the
a foul.
matchup, yeah.
Dominic didn't like that challenge.
That's the matchup I wanted to see, and so far, Dixon, he ain't getting the shot over him right now.
I think he got poked in the face, too, in the process.
When he's engaged and motivated, man, I don't know if there's a better big man in TBL.
No, there's not.
And I'm not taking anything away from Montel because I still don't see Montel as a true 5.
Yeah, I don't either.
He plays that position because he's got the motor to play it, but
9:45 to play in the half. Thoroughbreds up 8. Holiday on a hard hedge there. Nice defense by the Timberjacks. There you go.
He had that eye of the tiger. I thought he was going to take that goal down. There's been a couple dunks this year. I thought they might have to replace it.
You're right. And I don't know how many, auxiliary goals that the Sports Center can roll in here if one were to go down. I just don't know if those are, readily available.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know.
Now, Thomas, our boy here at the Sports Center, if someone's got an extra goal, it'd be him.
Yeah. I don't know where it's stored away somewhere. Maybe a little fatigue.
Yeah.
Sitting in here. Not quite as bad as the Lakers last night in the fourth quarter.
God. You almost saw like a kind of a dent in the armor that is LeBron James last night.
Yeah, a little bit. The age, start showing up a little bit.
It's a long season when you start playing Game 6s and Game 7s in every playoff series.
And that altitude can't help either in Denver. And then you factor in the minutes that he's been playing. Him and Anthony Davis both logging
Yeah.
some serious minutes in the postseason. But they're role players. The Lakers, people talk about LeBron, they talk about AD, but it's been their role players is why they're
Reeves
where
and
they're at. Yeah.
Hachimura.
Yeah,
They've
those
been
guys
great.
been killing it.
But Denver's right. Everyone still talks about the Lakers, and Denver's the one that's up 2-0.
I know.
Like,
Denver's going to win it all if they can stay healthy and,
Yeah.
and get through. I think they win it all.
James on a nice deep jump shot.
Yeah, Thoroughbreds built a little 10-point advantage here.
Nice little cushion to play around with 8:40 to play in the half.
Oh,
And we're going to get a hand check call on Holiday.
yeah, Holiday says he grabbed me, and I think I agree with him. I thought he did lock him up. I think Haynes might have grabbed him, but Holiday got the chicken wing.
Yeah, the second one always gets caught, right?
That's right.
Gibson to Dominic on about an 18, 19-footer
that-
is long.
The height altered that. Oh,
Ooh.
nice take there. Hey,
I
2-1 now. Hold on.
I don't know how he got that under the arm
Man.
of Tatum Dixon.
I love to watch that matchup.
Yeah. Holiday doubled all the way through. Still a strong take. Can't get it to roll.
Feels like they're playing with 6 and 7 defenders on Holiday. I don't know how they're getting away with it.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be open.
High post to Haynes. And an offensive foul. Nicely done by McCoy and Tatum Dixon on the defense.
Tatum Dixon is altering the game in the paint right now defensively. I've never seen a ball girl in a dress before.
Yeah. Desperate times.
Yeah. Everybody throwing a lending hand
Yeah.
in here at the Sports Center.
33-25, 8:03 to play in the second quarter. I still, you might try to run like an ISO for Tatum Dixon, just a clear out of
The
sorts.
high-low with him
Yeah.
and Montel, nice too, yeah.
See, I
There
like
it
it.
is.
That's great. That's a great half-court set.
And those, both of those guys can pass the basketball extremely well. I like that 1-2 punch there.
Oh,
Nice. That's Montel on the strip there, and then Holiday gets smacked in the face.
35-25, 7:35 to play in the second quarter. Holiday with it, guarded full court by Harris.
Grayer coming in averaging 23 points per game, and Thoroughbred's keeping him in check so far, knock on wood.
He's been quiet. The hope is that and some thievery. I got
Nice
it right
hustle
back.
to get it back. And
McCoy wide up at three. Yes, sir. The hope is that Grayer doesn't have like a 23-point Jamal
Second.
Murray full quarter.
absolutely. Yeah, like the Jason Tatum game in Game 6 where he couldn't hit anything and then caught fire in the final 3 minutes.
Yes.
Pretty much win the series for the Celtics there.
Tell you what, though, he hurt them in Game 1 against the Heat. Some costly
It's
turnovers
too
in the under
inconsistent,
3
man.
minutes.
It's too inconsistent.
Harris on a nice take, or Holiday rather, on a nice tough take, can't get it to fall. And transition bucket by Harris.
They needed that, Medora. It was a big run for the Thoroughbreds. And this is a defensive game, low scoring. Timberjacks only 27 points, just a little over 6 to play in the first half.
The dribble handoff. 5 on the shot. Pull up. No. Tatum Dixon tried to keep it alive. Ball saved inbounds to him. It did hit the rim.
He saved it in, though. The
Well, and
possession.
the shot hit the rim, too.
Yeah. Oh, he traveled.
But a travel on the Thoroughbreds.
I think Coach Anderson wanted to reset because the horn went off.
Well, it should have been a reset.
Caused a
The
distraction,
shot hit the
yeah.
rim, right?
Yeah, I thought it did.
Yeah. You know, so there should have been no reason for the shot clock to sound.
No.
Got a timeout on the floor. 6:13 to play in the half. Thoroughbreds up by 11. Be right back. See what defensive strategy the Thoroughbreds could draw up. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
Cheerleader folks, here we go. On your mark, get set, go.
No, sir. As we
Welcome
come back,
Yeah.
38-27, we'll see what decisions Medora makes out of bounds after the shot was thrown deep into the stands. Corner three. And a foul on the rebound.
Great defense again, though, on this possession from the Thoroughbreds. And, you know, when you're shorthanded and you maybe not shooting it super well, you can always hang your hat on defense. I mean,
Yeah.
and
Tatum Dixon is a game changer.
oh, he is a game changer.
I mean, I wish we would have had that stat, what the score was when he got in. We may have been down by a bucket or so.
I think so. It was right there even at least.
You know, the time that his plus minus
yeah, the
has
plus
gotta be
minus
crazy.
is 16.
Yeah. You know, it by definition is a game changer.
Absolutely.
You know, not
No
just
doubt.
throwing hyperbole out there.
Well, you know, he alters every shot in the lane. You saw him limit. You know, I thought Dominic had a really good start to the game.
Yeah, he did.
But once Tatum Dixon got on him, it was no more backing him down.
No. Joyner trying to turn the corner out to McCoy, left-handed dribble in the paint, loses it. Fortuitous bounce to James. 4 on the shot clock, got it blocked and hit it home.
That's smooth right there. A little finger roll off the hook shot. 40-27.
And was
Spread.
bumped the and one. Deep three, good.
There he is.
By Grayer. We've not seen many of those go down by either team.
You don't want Grayer to see
No.
one go through. He's one of the better scorers in the league.
You know, he's like a matter of time
Yeah, right.
type dude.
Once he gets engaged, look out.
Yeah. James on a 16-footer
I'll tell you
sinks
what,
it.
Montel might be one of those guys too. He's having a tremendous first half here. Gives him double
42
figures.
to 30 with 4:40 to play in the second. Grayer
There
going
he
to
is.
work against Joyner.
Good defense.
Nice help by James. And a good ball pressure by Grayer or
3
by
seconds.
Joyner.
Great.
We get 3 seconds.
That's right call. I mean,
That-
I know
that
it's.
what it was?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the Medora fans didn't like it, but he was in the lane for a good 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Because he stopped there for a minute before he even made the pass, and he never exited.
Right, you know, and I thought the referees did a good job of allowing him to make a decision. And whenever he didn't, then it's like, okay, well, we got to call it. Like, we
you
gave
have
you
to.
time to
Right.
pass or shoot or something. James, 18-footer again. No.
Oh, Medora's really.
Those are 50-50. You could have called that on either
Oh,
one.
he called it on us. Okay. I thought when
Okay.
he originally had blew the whistle, it was going on them.
Yeah. You know,
Both
and
guys
they
are
made,
really just boxing, fighting for position there.
yeah.
I think it's just a play on, honestly.
I thought so too. They may have, the reason it went on Joyner is because he was leaning. But, man, I'm like you. That's just a play on. We'll see what
Two guys
happens.
battling for a rebound.
Yeah. Little slingshot, deep two. Gibson.
Medora's starting to heat up a little bit.
Under 4 we go. Harris.
Harris after a long break has it stripped away.
Some thievery by Grayer.
Nice strip
That's a
there.
great job by
Yeah.
Harris, forcing him off of his line. He had a straight line. He was going. It was going to lead to a bucket. Well done. Harris on a 3 and a travel.
What? A travel?
We've seen more travels called in the last 2 minutes than we have in half a dozen games.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a travel there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
The bad thing is it erases a nice
Right.
shot there from Harris. 10-point game here, 3:33 to play in the half. You see a little bit more energy out of Medora, though, right now.
Yeah. Grayer on a pull-up, too. Good. It's tough.
Here comes a little bit of a flurry.
Holiday had an opening. Tatum Dixon back in the game. Yeah, we, wondered how long he'd be able to
For a big guy,
keep
man.
him off the court. Tough catch. McCoy dribbles into a 3, in and out. Tatum Dixon high for the board, and a slam no good. Gets his own board. Going up strong. Yes.
I wanted to applaud him for that effort. I mean, that was, wow.
I might have would have applauded Medora if they did the exact same thing.
Yeah, Medora wanted, and they might have had an argument there.
Yeah.
That could have been 3 seconds.
Timeout
when
on the
you're
floor.
active, though, I feel
It
like.
is, you're moving around, and,
Yeah.
and one went loose. There's an argument that he may have stepped out or at least got a foot out of the paint. 2:42 to play in the half. Thoroughbreds up by 10. Be right back. Watch Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Coming out of the break, some free throws for Harris, and he sinks the first. Two for two at the strike.
Thoroughbreds got to be careful here. Big run from Medora.
Yeah, and it's down to single digits, and I'll tell you what, the Timberjacks can put it on you quick. Because you brought up the point. Dog. Another travel, but you brought up the point of, man, low scoring. And it still is low scoring for Timberjack standards.
Very low scoring, yeah.
But, you know, they went from 27 to 36 pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't feel like the energy was really there. Plus, the Thoroughbreds just out working them defensively.
Yeah. And the turnover bug bit Medora. Now it's found its way over to the Thoroughbreds, and they've not been able to put together consecutive sets in the half court without turning it over. McCoy driving baseline. Nice dump off to Joyner. And almost another turnover. They got 3 on the shot clock. Got to get it up. Tatum Dixon deep 2. No, ball loose. And the Timberjack rebound and a foul.
Yeah, and you can just see out of the timeout prior to the last one, they came out with a different energy. They playing like their hair on fire, and we haven't been able to match that energy.
You know, you almost got the feeling that for like a quarter and a half, it was the Timberjacks just kind of probing.
Yeah, putting it on cruise control.
Probing the Thoroughbreds, like what do they got? What do we have that goes against what they have? And then now that timeout, like you said, it was almost like enforcing their will.
All right, it's time to go,
Yeah. You know, luckily there was a 10-point cushion that the Thoroughbreds can kind of play around with, but you can't mess around too much.
Now to disappear in a hurry in this league, and the second half will be a whole new game, really.
One for 2 at the strike. (44-37) with a minute 45 to play in the half. We're in the second quarter. I apologize.
Nice rebound there. Can't hold on.
Look at the hustle. Oh. Yeah, I don't know, Steve.
Oh my goodness.
That's a couple guys just being aggressive. I didn't really see the.
Caught a foul on him as he's reaching for the ball on the ground.
It's tough break for Holiday, picking up 3 here late in the first.
Yeah, it was
in second quarter.
It was he got a great rebound there. I thought to keep that alive.
Got a timeout by Medora Timberjacks with a minute 30 to play. We'll see what Medora can come up with in the timeout. It's Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Thoroughbreds return to action here at the Sports Center tomorrow night for Military Appreciation kickoff 7 p.m. Thoroughbreds host the visiting St. Louis Griffin. Once again, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. here at the Sports Center. Doors open at 6 p.m. Eastern Conference Finals NBA action, first quarter score, Miami Heat 20, the Boston Celtics 14.
Kook Stroop at the line. You know, they've been shooting 2 for the rest of the way for quite some time.
They really cut this lead down. It was a nice cushion for the Thoroughbreds, 13 points. And they haven't scored. It was 38-25. They've only scored 6 points to 13 on the board for the Timberjacks in that time frame. Kind of looking to be saved by the halftime bell here of the Thoroughbreds, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so too. What are we doing?
Free throw, no good.
Oh, they call it lane violation.
Waved it off.
Yeah, waved it off. 44-38 with 1:23 to play. Nice hard hedge on Harris. You got to call it.
That's
it's
right.
tough, but you got to call it.
Yeah, it's the right call. I think if he doesn't go to the ground, then, you know, you let it go.
I agree. If you didn't go to the ground, then you don't call it.
Cook Stroop's down here pleading his case to the Thoroughbreds bench. You're gonna find nobody taking your side down there, I don't think.
No.
For the remainder of the half, both teams will be shooting the goals.
Thoroughbreds need a bucket. It's like it's
the
been a
worst
while.
way. Here we go. Oh, nice. There it is.
All
Nice
right.
take by Douglas. I thought he passed up a 3, but he knew better than I did. And nice reverse layup. Good curl. Wow.
Breakdown defensively. We haven't seen many of those in the first half.
No. 46-40 with 55 seconds to play in the second quarter. Harris 3. Ooh.
Nice.
Big time.
Assistant coach over here said rebound, and Harris knocked down, looked right at him, and gave him the 3 goggles there. Let him know. Oh, that's a charge.
Oh, man.
Oh, my heavens.
He was looking for one.
They're going to say it's a flop, but a lot of contact. Even McCoy's got a smile on his face. But he hasn't watched enough LeBron James tape.
No.
Get that call.
Tatum Dixon to go to work. Nice move, big fella.
Tatum Dixon.
Love it. A little pushback from the Thoroughbreds here to close the half.
15 seconds to play. Shot clock's off. 10, Grayer to work on James. Hesitation. Ooh, close to putting both hands on that ball. Dump off.
Nice
Nice at the
contest
rim.
there.
And that'll put us to the end of the first half. Your score at half. It's the Thoroughbreds 51 and the Timberjacks 42. We'll be right back for halftime stats and analysis. It's Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
OCS when I had my meeting with them, I said, I also need some sort of little fun. Like when Nick Clemens pays to drive to Todd County, I should be able to pull from that fund to pay him back for gas. Like there's no way that should be on his dollars. If I have a headset that goes down, that costs me like $200. Like I shouldn't have to be searching for some sponsor to give me $200. Right. There should be a little bit of money that can pull from, like contingency type stuff. And they're like, oh, we agree. Y'all shouldn't. I said, there were games where I never turned it in because I knew we didn't have the money. Or I told David Higdon, hey, we're only going to have to turn in half the game. We only get paid for half of it. He's like, that's fine. And And they're like, oh man, y'all should never be able to. Y'all should never do this for free, you know. I'm like, well, let's do something about it.
You don't have to tell me, I know that, but
Yeah. But this year, you know, I had a meeting before the year started with them, and I had fundraised enough to get through football and like maybe a few games of basketball. But we went so far, George went all the way to Rupp Arena, you know. I ran out of money like in late January, probably. But I was still turning in games and I was still getting paid. I have no idea who paid me. Either it was athletic department or it was OCS, but I was always getting paid.
well, dude, when you go to state like that, everybody's listening, you know,
Yeah.
because you're the voice. I mean, the thing about it is somebody there's bound to be somebody for y'all that does advertising, right?
Yeah, there is.
So I mean, that should be fishing a tail.
That's what I told him. That's what I told him. I said, put me in on whatever packages you have set up for your sponsors. You know, whoever you go to.
Yeah.
Plug me in, say it.
Then up the cost
Yeah, yeah.
a little bit, and you're boom, it's success.
Yeah. You know, now Jason does that when he sells signage. You
Yeah,
know, for
yeah.
the fencing. It'll be like $750 for a sign, and that includes $250 will go to Sports Network. And you're like, all right. Or $500 if you just want the sign.
And then you play a commercial or whatever.
Yeah, and then I'll play a commercial for him.
No brainer.
And he's been able to give me, you know, 1,000 or so for football. That helps.
It's crazy how, you know, we were doing the homers. It's crazy how little sponsor money goes.
Oh my
You
God.
know, like I had some people comment a couple times when I was in it doing a game in the booth, and I would read our live reads or whatever, and like, damn, y'all making bank off this. And I'm like, no, we're really not.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
people think, oh, you get to call the game, that's fun and all that. Like, but it's a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of preparation.
that $250 that I get from a sign.
Yeah.
That's 2 games.
That's it, yeah. I wouldn't use it anymore, do they?
We do that. Yeah, we do. That's it. You know,
They're having it outside right now. Yeah.
we used to be able to like hold our graduation practice here, but then they said it's $1,000 to practice. We're like, no, we'll do it at our school. So then we just come in just for graduation, and that's it.
Tell you what, man. In the final days, that's what I mean. I mean, at least Owensboro's brand of it.
Yeah.
Other city will reap the benefits of it. And it's nobody's fault. It's the community. It's the city leaders' fault for not supporting it.
I give too much time to Clark Distributing to come here for free. Especially since Bud Light decided to put transgender on a can. We are up 60% in the last month.
Really? Now, what are y'all doing that's in competition?
We're pushing out 5,000 cases a day.
Yeah, I've been seeing the percentages of that drop.
Yeah. You know, but I saw they said like it's only 1% of their global sales, so they're not too god awful bad. But as far as Bud Light goes, it's 26% decrease.
The economy the way it is and everything, Clark Distributing's been around for 40 years. We just had our best April ever.
Ever, really?
Well, everybody's got it. I mean, to live in this world today, you got to drink a lot.
Yeah.
I came home last night and had 3 beers right after that game. I was like,
probably got paid the same, didn't you?
I got $35 every game I did.
Yeah.
See, that's what we're talking about. Like, people don't, they always think, oh, you're so lucky.
That was
You get to do this, this, and this. And I'm like, well, you don't understand. Like, let's see. Monday night, I was at the park.
Yeah.
Tuesday night, I was there. Got a night off on Wednesday, but that was my daughter's honor night. Got home about 9. And then last night, got home about 9. Here tonight. Tomorrow, I'll be in Hancock County from noon until God knows.
Oh, God.
I'm thinking. I'm looking forward to tomorrow actually because there'll be some good.
you see,
But
the thing a lot of people don't realize is that in order to do something like this, you got to have a very strong and understanding spouse.
yeah. Yep.
Mine ain't so understanding right now.
Hell, mine's like, when's your next Thoroughbreds game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
She's like,
I just got rid of my spouse.
she's like, why don't you? She's like, you need to ask about pay. I said, there ain't nobody to ask.
I sent a message today.
And that's because I said, have a check at the door or I'm not walking in.
Everything's falling apart. Last year was so organized.
A lot of things, yeah.
A lot of factors.
You get stats.
Halftime, I reckon.
Welcome back to Owensboro Thoroughbred Basketball here on TBL TV. I'm joined by Steve Turner. This has been Hardesty. We've got stats brought to you by TBL.
Yeah, brought to you by us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by us.
Let's run through it here really quick. We'll start with the Thoroughbreds. They're led in scoring by Sean Tatum-Dixon. You talked about that plus-minus being a halftime of 15 in the plus column
Yeah, he's doing
for
well.
Sean Tatum-Dixon. 7 rebounds to go along with it there in the first half. Montel James up there with 10 points, but you look over, no rebounds. That can't be correct, right?
I don't know.
It's just strange. It's
Yeah.
strange, but nevertheless, Montre Harris with 9. I thought he made a tremendous defensive play to close out the half,
Yes.
keep the scoring line. Holiday with 7. You got Seth McCoy with 6. MJ Joyner with 5, and Douglas with 2 to round out the scoring for the Thoroughbreds. For Medora, it's kind of a balanced attack, low-scoring effort in the first half. Grayer did finish pretty strong, though, to get the double figures, what scorers do. They got the 10 there. You got Omega Harris with 9 points. Dominic with 8 points. Danny Gibson with 7. And Devon Hayes with 2.
You know, that Dominic, those 6 points came early.
They did.
And then Tatum-Dixon kind of made an influence.
They were in the first
defensively,
quarter, yeah.
I'm shocked because you look at the turnovers and Thoroughbreds have 10 to 12 for Medora. And, Medora's, from what you and I know about their team, they seem to have been collectively together longer
Absolutely,
than
yeah.
Thoroughbreds have. So I'm a
Yeah.
little shocked at that number, and
Well-
I'm sure Coach is not too thrilled with 12.
I think it's like I said. I think it's one of those things where you come out and warm. Number one, you've dominated us this year in all the games that you played, and then you warm up. And we're very short-handed. It's one of those things where you show up and you think, well, we'll
Yeah.
coast a little bit here tonight.
151 to 112.
Yeah,
with the last
I mean,
matchup. My
you know,
gosh,
and I
that's a
think-
whooping.
I think that's fresh in the memory. And you see them warming up, and maybe it's they got a little bit different cast, they're short-handed, and then. But you could see late in that first half when the light switch came on, they made a nice push. Now, I
Yes,
will
they did.
say, I was concerned that it was going to be, a 1 or 2 score game at halftime, but the Thoroughbreds answered back and finished the half strong to maintain a 9-point lead here at the break.
Yeah, they sure did, because at one point they were down 19-13, and I was like, oh, man.
This could get out of
This
hand.
is a time where the Timberjacks could really stretch this out to 10, 13, points, and then Thoroughbreds went on a run and had a nice 10-point cushion, and then Medora came back that last 3 or 4 minutes of that second quarter, and I'm like, oh gosh,
Here
here
it
they
comes.
come.
Right.
And then the Thoroughbreds weathered that storm, to your point, and it was cut to 3, and now it's back to 9.
And
so they've done a great job of answering.
It's
the
been the
challenge.
the defense and then getting in transition where they've benefited. They haven't looked well in all transition opportunities. A lot of turnovers in those situations for the Thoroughbreds. Probably too many in those situations. But overall, the defensive energy has held a very high-scoring team to under 50 at the half.
Yeah.
And that's where the difference in this ball game has came so far tonight.
Yeah, I like that. Maintain that defensive intensity, cut down the turnovers, but still apply enough pressure against the Timberjacks to keep them on their same turnover rate. And then one guy that worries me is the Grayer.
Yeah, he started to. You can see he's plays at a little different speed once he's involved in the game. You got to look out. I mean, he can score in bunches. He comes in 23.4 points per game and had a really nice finish to the first half there.
Yeah, like we've talked about kind of the high school basketball scene here, but to compare a little bit to a point I'm trying to make is that you and we've called hundreds of high school games.
Yeah.
And if you see a guy that's like right-hand heavy, you're like, all right, you need to just shade him to the left, make him a passer, that type of deal. Well, Grayer has scored off his points moving to the right. The logic would say, well, let's try to force him to the left, but I don't know how successfully one could do that, given how talented he is.
He can get to whichever side he wants.
That
first step.
I thought that the Thoroughbreds did a great job of running like a secondary defender at him as soon as he would make his move. They did some good stuff doing that. But he's going to be one where it's just hard to hold down.
No doubt, and he's a guy that can pull the trigger on a jump shot as well. But yeah, when Tatum Dixon's in the game, it changes how they attack the rim. I mean, you don't see a lot of guys just get right down the rim. You got to move him out of the paint. A lot of motion, and Tatum Dixon's plus minus is a plus 15 for a reason. I mean, he's holding them scoreless on one end. He's coming down paying dividends on the other.
Yes, to have
he's a difference maker.
Yeah, to have a guy like him, it makes the Timberjacks have to make a decision personnel-wise. Do we go smaller so that we can pull Tatum Dixon away from the rim? Because if he doesn't come out, then maybe we can shoot 15-footers. But then defensively, it's going to be almost impossible to guard him if you go small. So it just makes the Timberjacks have to think a little bit. And as a coach, that's all you want them to do is have to make decisions.
Yeah, looking at their shots beyond the arc, 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. That's a big stat for Medora there. Thoroughbreds 4 of 9 from beyond the arc.
Not a whole lot better.
No, not really, but shooting 43% from the field to the Thoroughbreds 47%, so pretty even in that category.
Free throws.
Rebounding has kind of been dominated. The glass has been dominated. And you're going to have that. The strength of the Thoroughbreds is their front court. I mean, Montel's one of the best rebounders in the TBL, which they have him down for 0, but Tatum Dixon's really picked that up here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a omission by accident. The rebounding column for Montel James.
I think it is. I think it's a mistake because let's see here, 7, 9.
And it could be right.
Might be right.
Because I've seen Harris come in and snag a couple that you thought. I've seen McCoy even grab 1 or 2 that you thought was going to go to James. So it could be right. And then when Tatum Dixon came in, he's just a vacuum to every rebound.
Yeah, absolutely. And Montel defending. He was defending Grayer a little bit there to close out the half. Kind of pulled him away from the rim a little bit as well.
And in travel. They've been consistent with it.
They have. Shuffled the feet.
And Holiday likes the call. He
He
likes
does like it, yeah. I mean, it's got to go both ways, and it has.
Yeah.
So I give him credit.
There's a high-low. Harris now is the low part with James up top. Double coming. Joyner 3 offside. And tried to get a save in by James.
Worried a little. Interested to see what pace Medora plays with here in the third. It's been a kind of a slow, methodical pace throughout the game, outside of a handful of minutes there late in the second quarter.
Right, you know, they've
There's
Grayer 3. They've had enough time to be like, okay, this is what we're seeing from the Thoroughbreds. Like, I don't know what the apprehension is from the Timberjacks. Just go.
Yeah,
like I'd be super frustrated if I was the coach.
For sure. You want to push the tempo, especially as shorthanded as we are.
Yeah.
And I think you're better when you're pushing
McCoy
the
on a
tempo.
catch and shoot, and out of bounds.
McCoy frustrated with himself a little bit there. He has hit the one. I thought maybe that one would get him going, but
11:01 to play in the third. 51-42. Still your scores. We're a minute into the third quarter. Cookstrup off to Gibson, and Gibson to work on Harris. The cheering section or the team committee here with the Timberjacks.
Oh, nice block there.
They might know the plays better than the Timberjacks.
They might.
Joyner had a move. Now off to Holiday. Wide open 3. Got it.
That's just defensive energy translating into an easy bucket right there.
Yeah, you're right.
And there's more defensive energy. That's Holiday coming all the way back to make a nice play in the passing lane there.
And the scouting report on James has to be, I can't even think of the word, but just like he plays beyond what he looks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like he looks like a small forward.
He does.
But he plays like a 6'11" center.
He does.
So deceiving maybe would be the word.
The stats will tell you that he's 6'11", center, you know. Oh, you got push there.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Yeah. No arguing that one.
Yeah, that might be the easiest one he's called all
Yeah,
night.
that one's. And, you know, Harris has done a really good job of help defense, too. That trip prior on the turnover that got the 3 was created by a strip by Harris.
12-point lead for the Thoroughbreds. Approaching 10 minutes to play in the third. Pull up Holiday, yes.
He's starting to heat up, starting to feel it a little bit.
I think so.
Look at that contest on the other end.
And Grayer with the putback. But that initial ball defense, on-ball defense was amazing. Nice. McCoy.
Answer on the other end, short.
59-44. Quick outlet, Joyner, dump down, James, and he's by himself. There you go, Harris, shot fake.
And
one. The hit and the harm, and Harris will go to the line for one.
You know, a game like this, if the Thoroughbreds can continue this, sends a message to Medora, hey, that first round game ain't so safe, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you can't play around with teams in the TBL.
No, you cannot.
It doesn't matter if you're 2-17 or 14-5.
Coach Anderson says it every time, you know. If you do not bring your game, you're going to take an L. There's no doubt.
Nice help by Holiday. Left it off to Gibson, though, on a loose ball.
Right place at the right time right there. Holiday's starting to feel it a little bit. Let's see if he gets a little heat check.
Down to James on the block. Reverse.
Oh, blocked.
Contested by Dominic, and he'll run the point in transition. Nice. Slithering through the lane was Harris for 2. I don't know if this is what the Thoroughbreds want. They need to pick and choose their spots to run.
It's tough because I think that they flow better when they are on the run, but you're so short-handed that it's kind of a pick your poison type of deal.
Yeah. Grayer on a drive and kick 3.
Can't leave him.
No, you cannot let him get going like he is. McCoy mishandles it, turns it over. 2-on-1 slam for Grayer. And a timeout, Coach Anderson and the Thoroughbreds. 7:56 to play in the third. It's a 10-point lead for the Thoroughbreds with some momentum trending towards the Timberjacks. We'll be right back. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Joyner with it after the break, or out of the break. You know, just kind of overhearing a little bit of the Timberjacks. They're kind of frustrated with themselves that that they're down 10. 2.5 quarters into the game.
Yeah, I mean, they're really just getting outworked. I mean, honestly, just more effort from the Thoroughbreds that I've seen with the eyeball test so far. But I feel like it's just a matter of time. Oh, there's another strip by Harris. He's done that 3 or 4 times in this game. Oh, bang knees.
Yeah, Harris or Holiday bang knees. There's nothing that hurts worse than that. You know, and that's a walk it off, give me a minute type deal. But golly, that'll take you to your legs.
I feel like I'm walking it off with him right now. That kills. I think he might have even took the knee to the thigh even.
Yeah. Not sure what that dialogue was.
I wasn't either. Coach Anderson didn't like it, though.
Far side ref, but he sure didn't like the answer.
Lamontre's played so well in this game. Little things.
Harris on a fadeaway 14. Yeah. Nice.
I tell you, when he gets it going, man, he's just so versatile. I love what he brings to the table.
Pull up. Cook Stroop rattles one home. That was a big bucket for them.
That was a huge, but stop the bleeding.
You know, this would be our first action of the third quarter for Tatum Dixon, and that's game changer.
That is.
Thoroughbreds. Curl by James. Nothing doing on that attempt, and quickly in transition are the Timberjacks. Left hand scoop, good by Harris, and a tough finish.
And you can tell on misses the game, you know, get the ball up quick, get to the rim.
Yeah.
That's Holiday's fourth. That's a story with 6:34 to play in the third.
You know, and I think that's why the Thoroughbreds are doing so well, is because they're actually putting the ball in the basket. And it's eliminating them.
Yes, it's keeping them from getting out quickly. You know, as many points they score, they get to the rim very, very quickly.
Yes.
Another rebound for Lamontre. Playing so well. Right now, he gets the feeling that he don't think anybody can guard him.
No, that's a foul. Yeah.
Yeah, big foul.
Easy one.
Yeah, I don't know. Our
Devon
big men
Haynes.
have won the battle in the paint tonight. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
the stats will tell you that.
That is his 4th personal.
Tatum Dixon at the line shooting 2, trying to extend this out to a double-digit lead for the Thoroughbreds with 6:20 to play in third. Good on the
Man, I
first.
tell you, big man with a stroke like that, NBA could take some notes.
Yeah. He could get paid at this level and beyond.
Yeah.
6:15 to play in the third, up 11 now of the Thoroughbreds. Oh.
Thoroughbreds maybe getting tired a little bit. Get some sloppy fouls
Some
here
reaching.
coming in.
Foul charge to number 7. Lamontre
They've certainly expended a lot of energy.
his 2nd.
Lamontre,
Yeah.
I thought the foul was on James there, but I think Lamontre was asking the same thing. I wasn't even anywhere near the play there. I don't know.
First one good by Harris. Another one coming. He's cut it to single digits. 69-60 after the 2 free throws. James on a tough take, layup and in.
And when Medora responds, we find a way to get the high percentage look at the rim, and it's keeping the Timberjacks at bay for now.
Yeah. Nice wraparound.
That's another play that's altered, though, by Sean Tatum Dixon. If he's not in there, he goes on in. Cook Stroop will just go right onto the rim there, but he can't do that against Tatum
Well, and
Dixon.
it's such a luxury for the guards out on the perimeter that they can have high closeouts,
over defend,
run guys off the line, and knowing that you've got help back there. Ooh.
Look
Nice.
at Harris. You can see Lamontre has the mindset that nobody on the floor can guard him right now.
He's not wrong.
When he gets the ball up top, I mean the big body, his handles, man, they can't guard him right now.
McCoy.
Give it back to
left-handed
him.
dribble. Floater at the free throw. No. Rebound off of James and out of bounds. You probably got to go to Harris there. He's got to touch at least every time down. We'll get a timeout on the floor with 5:08 to play in the third. It's the Thoroughbreds up 13, 73-60. We'll see how they answer coming out of the break. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Timberjack basketball coming out of the timeout. Thoroughbreds up 13 with 5:05 to play in the third. See what set they come out with, Steve. Try to get some movement of people and the basketball. Here's Grayer on the quick catch and shoot.
That's a good look.
Yeah.
I didn't think we did a particularly good job of closing out on that, but didn't knock it down.
I don't think they made the Thoroughbreds work defensively.
Not at all, no.
Dunham off the steal and a slam. Grayer, nice.
That's what we've got. We got to avoid that.
Yeah.
They're so explosive toward the rim. Got to continue to knock down shots and get in your half-court defense.
73-62. Under 4.5 to play. Harris has had a great game so far. 19 points, leads both squads. McCoy pull up 15 on a curl. Nice. Oh, two guys battling for the Thoroughbreds, and neither one comes down with it.
Yeah, it just seems like a very frustrated bench right now for Medora. Still got a lot of time left in this game, but
colorfully
frustrated, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Grayer.
Good contest.
Two guys, man, going for that offensive rebound.
Good defense from Montel there.
And Joyner with the tough rebound in traffic. A 4-on-2. He travels. And they don't call it. They call a foul.
I thought he did travel
first. Yeah.
But we'll take it.
For sure.
We'll certainly take it. I thought Joyner had a tremendous first half, but he's been kind of quiet here in the second half. Haven't really needed him to be anything more than just a facilitator and a rebounder here in the second half.
A big body presence where defensively he's been really good for the Thoroughbreds.
Tell you, the Boom Squad brings they bring the presence. I feel like there's 5,000 people in here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like
when they quit.
I know.
It's like, hey, come back.
Yeah.
Like you notice when they're not here.
Maybe it's because the music. The music's not.
Yeah, music not pumping.
Got to knock these down here.
Yeah, no, Joyner, there you go. 1 for 2. And ties their largest lead at 14. So,
oh, what
nice
a move. My goodness. That man's got a family out there, Omega.
Yeah.
My
gosh,
goodness.
Dang.
What a move. Oh, nice handoff.
Off to Harris.
Two-man
Nice
basketball.
pass.
That's and one.
No, that's definitely
That's
a foul.
in the circle, yeah.
But I'll tell you, was it Grayer who's peeling himself off the floor?
Yeah.
Man, talk about getting the
like a freight
worst
train,
end of
right?
that one, yeah. And then you get called for the foul.
I love the two-man game there between Harris and Tatum Dixon. That feels almost unstoppable, really, to be honest. Both of those guys rotating to the goal together. My goodness.
I mean, defensively, you just gotta go back on D when he catches it that deep.
They might be shorthanded, and they might have a little different cast than they had a couple weeks ago. But this team has some pieces, man, that could do some things.
Yeah, for sure. There's Dunham on a nice take from the perimeter and into the rim for a nice one. You know, scouting report is to run him off the line, but you can't run him straight to the rim. And then turnover Thoroughbreds quickly down court. Omega Harris, and that's 4 quick ones. .245 to play in the third. Thoroughbreds up 11. Harris. Tatum Dixon will work his way. Fade away, no.
I think that shot was partially blocked that time by Haynes.
Harris, quick with that basketball. Oh.
Nice cut there. A nice cut.
Nice find. We've been playing together pass. Is what that is.
I'm going to put it where you're going and
Yeah.
kind of lead you into it. Look at this matchup here.
6-0 run for the Timberjacks.
And anytime they made a little run, the Thoroughbreds done a good job to respond. Still 2:12 left here in the third. Kind of a slow tempo second half, really.
Yeah.
It's been a long quarter. Maybe it's because we're ahead and I keep looking at the clock. But
Right. It's like, come on, any second now.
let's go ahead and get this thing to the fourth.
A lot of contact there on that ball
A
handle.
lot of contact, yeah.
Maybe what Coach Anderson's saying.
6 on the shot clock here. I get the ball right back to Lamontre. I like the confidence he's playing with.
Oh. Tough shot with the shot clock winding down and good extra opportunity. Harris on a three. No. And here comes Harris for the Timberjacks. Quickly down the court and rolls one in with the left hand. Oh, he's got some different speed now. And that's an 8-0 run by the Timberjacks. Makes it 79-72. McCoy turns the corner. Can't get the fall. Joyner saves it into Tatum Dixon with a slam dunk.
Oh, needed that.
Sure did.
What
What
happened
happened
there?
here? McCoy got after the play.
McCoy got tossed to the barrier. It's like a WWE event here. McCoy's going to hopefully all right.
You'd be on board for that one, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
yeah. Let's bring it on.
Can you imagine a cage fight in here?
In here? Well, you're going to have a cage MMA fight
yeah.
in a couple weeks. They're asking for a timeout on us, I think, for the delay.
All right, King in for the first time for the Timberjacks with the Thoroughbreds up 9, 81-72. Harris has been a killer lately. Oh.
That range from Tatum Dixon.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. And Tatum Dixon will draw the foul.
I like it.
That's the thing, like, I know it's easier said than done, and I could never pull this off. But given the length of Tatum Dixon, you're almost okay. You don't have to keep him in front. If he blows by you, you could still throw that thing.
Oh, for sure.
You know, and I think that's what Tatum Dixon was trying to do. He was trying to keep him in front and just drew that whole body foul that we saw. But you could almost let him go, and still his length is so recoverable.
Yeah. Oh, he has the length to get anybody on the floor right now.
For sure. The press coming, Joyner. My gosh. Tough. I mean, we've seen way worse not called travels. That's high school.
Coach Moore, he's like, that's one of those, well, I don't know about it, but we'll take it. And then now he's mad again. He was like, yeah, one went on them. Oh, man, now it's gone against us. This is the most travels I've seen in a professional basketball game since I've been alive.
For sure, yeah. Tatum Dixon deep. Good job dribbling back out. Oh, deflected.
Oh, nice pass
James
there.
fouled, put back.
Whistle was a little late.
Okay, 2 shots.
I think it was actually on the shot, and they didn't get the call. And then it came a little late, but better late than never.
Yeah. So James will be going to the line to shoot 2 shots. 43 and a half seconds to play in the third quarter. First free throw, James. Got it.
Man, gets awful quiet, man.
It sure is. Another one coming for James. Got them both. Well done.
It's going to be a good fourth quarter, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so. Nice
Come on,
defense
Trey.
by Harris. Couldn't get the loose ball.
Good
Man.
job to stay with it. Coswell.
Yeah.
Shot clock's off here. Let's get a good look. I
9
like
seconds.
This matchup.
5-3 for Harris. He was left open for a second. That was bad defense by the Timberjacks. They became disengaged on that shot. Yeah, we got some Timberjacks frustrated defensively.
They ran into each other off on the offensive end. Cost them a bucket down there as well.
Yeah. You know, you got to think when a guy's is kind of dancing like Harris was around the perimeter, his intent is to just pull it for a three.
Yeah, shoot.
At
Clock
this,
running down.
You're so late. Yeah, you're so late into the clock. He's not going to the rim. He's either going to shoot it or pass. And they became disconnected. Bad defensive set there for the Timberjacks. And after three, it's the Thoroughbreds 86, Timberjacks 76. We'll be right back for it. Looks like it's going to be a good fourth quarter. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Owensboro basketball to start the fourth quarter up 10. I think it's going to be a good one. You and I were talking off air. We feel like the Timberjacks are going to be formidable here in this fourth quarter. Thoroughbreds can't do that.
No,
and they've also got to make shots to the point you brought up off air.
Yeah, I feel like if they can continue to get those high percentage looks, I think they walk out of here with the victory tonight. But if the Timberjacks can get some stops in transition, they're so tough and so quick to the rim, can score quickly.
Yes. Donald hit, and they'll go to the line for three.
Hey, you just got to wonder, fatigue, mental lapses there.
Yep.
Montel doing everything he could to close out on that, but went a little too hard. Going to send Dunham to the line. Former Thoroughbred killer Dunham to the line.
It sure was. It's like we said earlier, even when the All-Americans last year didn't beat the Thoroughbreds, you were still like, gosh, dang, this kid.
He's
30
firing
points,
from all over.
25 points. I mean, he was just such a handful.
They were a fun team to watch at the
Yeah.
All-Americans. Big way to start the fourth here. Turnover and then 3 charity tosses.
$86-79. Approaching 11.5 to play in the game. Here's Harris all the way to the rim. Mishandles, fade away in the short corner, no. And a deflection. Good job in the open floor. Holiday. And they're going to say Douglas was on the sideline when he caught that one.
And Holiday with 4 fouls back in the lineup, so that's something to monitor here in the fourth quarter as well, especially with the short bench.
Yeah.
And McCoy banged up a little bit. Hopefully he can come back.
Good
Nice steal there.
Nice deflection.
There's that defensive energy. It's carried them all game long.
Yeah, you're right. It's never let up. Douglas. Nice dump off to James, who left it short.
Oh, he got hammered. Oh, my goodness.
King in the open floor.
I thought Montel got hammered on that.
Yeah.
Took him all the way to the floor. And quick 5-0 burst to open this fourth quarter.
8-second violation on Holiday.
Got to hold it together right now if you're the Thoroughbreds.
Oh. Here it is, Steve. This is what we were talking about.
And it's not even what Medora has done. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
This is all self-inflicted wounds. You have a defensive lapse there. You have a mental lapse bringing the ball up the floor. You dribble it off your foot to open the quarter. It's in a closeout on a 3 that destroys the shooter.
Yep.
It's all mental errors right now for the Thoroughbreds. Medora hasn't even had to work to cut this to a 3-point game.
Yeah.
They've been gifted 7 points to open this frame.
Yep. No, you're exactly right. All those points, you're right.
You can't do that against a team like Medora, who I don't even think has kicked it into their full gear yet. We'll see. Every time they've made a push, the Thoroughbreds have responded throughout this game, but it always feels like in the TBL, the fourth quarter is a little bit different animal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you almost see playoff basketball in the fourth quarter of every game. It's like they wait, and then you see the intensity kick in. But for someone like the Thoroughbreds, they have to play that way the whole game or they'll get mobbed.
Yeah.
It expends a lot of energy to do that. And for some teams, it's not sustainable.
We saw that. You go back to last year when we had the deep bench. We were a powerhouse type of team. You kind of seen that, from us a few times. We go in coast mode, but then you finish strong and steal the game. And I feel like that's what Medora is trying to do here.
86-83 is as close as it's been since halfway through the second quarter.
Got to go to work.
Here comes the double. Oh. We got a guy down on the other end. 5-on-4. 3, no.
Can we get it? Montel hit the floor hard,
hit
man.
the floor real hard. Holiday, layup. Good, and he's fouled. Nice take in traffic. Absorbs the contact.
I thought Montel twice in this quarter has been planted on the floor, hasn't gotten a call. He hit his head on the hardwood. I hope he's all right there, man.
Big bucket by Holiday in transition.
Huge. Stop the bleeding for the time being here, 9:51 to play. I just love what Holiday brings to the table, man.
I do.
He's a leader on the floor, a lot of energy, does everything well. You say, shorthanded as we are, we got some pieces, man.
Yeah.
Some dudes that can play.
Nice and one for Holiday.
You get Wallace back. He's working on a sore ankle right now. You get him back and gives you another body. Look out. Oh, no look.
Nice, no, man. Tatum Dixon lost sight of the ball. Never even saw the ball.
No. Man, there's a lot of contact.
Tell you what, it's physical around the perimeter. Holiday, 3. No. We got a foul away from the ball. And it might be on the rebound.
I think it's on Dunham. No?
Yeah, and he may have face guarded on the rebound, which you can't do. Because he was matched up with Tatum Dixon.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
89-85. Tough take, Holiday. Man, a lot of contact underneath on that drive.
The game's being called a little differently now than it was earlier. That's a push.
Yeah.
It's getting a little chippy, to be honest with you. Medora is being very physical here in this fourth. We haven't really seen it throughout the game, but they've stepped their physicality up here in the fourth, and Thoroughbreds don't like it much.
No.
A lot of guys hitting the floor.
Here's Harris on a nice right hand. Man, help side,
I think he got pushed after the play,
weak side, everybody's side fell asleep defensively for the Timberjacks. And we get a timeout from Medora with 8:49 to play. It's the Thoroughbreds by 6 after a tough bucket by Harris in transition. We'll step away. Intensity starting to pick up.
It is very much starting to. I thought it was going to be a good fourth quarter. I think we're in for it here.
It's Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV. Out of the break, Timberjacks basketball right here in front of us. 10 on the shot clock. They got to go.
Don't leave
Harris,
him.
Step back three, short rebound. Harris for the Thoroughbreds.
Fortunate there. I thought a little bit of a moving screen from Haynes, but opened him up. Didn't knock it down.
Oh,
missed him.
I thought he might throw that lob. 7 on the shot clock. Harris right into Dunham. No, man. Missed opportunity, and here comes Omega Harris for the Timberjacks. Left it for Grayer. Shot good.
He knocked it off the glass. I thought that was a good block there.
Yeah.
Good effort, though, from
Hall. And a turnover.
Another mental mistake.
Harris for a 3. It's huge. No, as it hits the shot clock.
That was it right there. I tell you that Omega Harris is about as fast as a guard as I've seen in this league.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got another gear to him.
You know, and
you get the ball to him in transition. It's 2. I mean,
and he's almost faster than you are. And when I say you, I mean the defenders while he's dribbling.
Well, yeah.
You know, most of the time when you have the basketball, you're a step
slow
slower.
Down, yeah.
But he's faster than you are while dribbling. He's like John Wall. Harris making a move, absorbs it. No, ball loose and tipped out to Harris, so Thoroughbreds another possession. Backing down, nice move.
And Montre's played a lot of minutes, man, but he's still out there grinding. I don't know how much legs he's got left, but we're going to need all of them here. This final 7.5.
Advantage Timberjacks if it goes to overtime. Grayer 3, can't get it to fall. The Timberjacks are cold from the perimeter.
Foul, man.
James, 8-footer, yes. 4 quick ones for the Thoroughbreds.
Back to 8. Thoroughbreds responding well. It's a lot of fun to watch, man. It's TBL.
Yeah.
Always entertained.
I've never not enjoyed it.
I know it. Yeah, it's
even
great
when we've
basketball.
lost and got, our tails handed to us, or whenever we've been on the tail whooping side, I've never not enjoyed it.
Yeah, you just appreciate how hard these guys go, man. I mean, leaving it all on the floor.
Oh. Timberjacks are going to have to find their way to the rim a little bit offensively.
Yes, I agree.
They're
settling
ice
too
cold
much.
around the perimeter.
Get in there. Get in
Joiner.
there.
Oh.
Yeah. Goodness.
Young man hadn't hit one all game.
Little
Drilled
flurry.
a big one right there on a dart line drive 3.
Back to 11. And Timberjacks have gone ice cold.
Ice.
You'd think with the fresher legs, they would be knocking the shots down.
Yeah,
But
ice cold right now are the Timberjacks. To James. James try to make a move and dribble back out to set up the offense.
Yeah, work the offense a little bit.
6:05 to play here in the full quarter.
Oh,
Tatum
look at that.
Dixon with a big height advantage. They're going to call a foul underneath.
He almost did. He pulled the carpet out from under him a little bit. Dixon was waiting to lay back.
See if they can't get some of these sharpshooters in. Gibson and Bentley for the Timberjacks. Kind of warm up some of that ice because it's been struggle city the last few possessions for Medora.
I like this matchup.
Yeah, I do too. Oh. Tough.
You try to body. There's no one at that position that can body Lamontre one-on-one. It's just not going to happen.
That is
so
an assignment.
Strong.
You've got to get to him quicker on that double.
You have to.
You have got to get him quicker and make him a passer. Because when he's 2 feet in the paint, are you kidding me?
That's it, man. That's it. He's logged so many minutes here in the second half as Lamontre Harris. I mean, he's up over 30 minutes in this game.
We're under 5.5 right now with the Thoroughbreds up 13, 100-87. Here's Joyner, hit a big 3 and got a 2 there. And the foul. And the Thoroughbreds are starting to creep away.
Wow. Timberjacks got it all the way down to 3 with the 7-0 run to open that fourth quarter. And I thought, here we go. Here comes the collapse. The Thoroughbreds have absolutely responded here.
And you called it. That was the response. They've been responding all night to Medora runs. And they've put a big answer on this one. 103-87. 3 off. Dug out by Gibson deep into the corner, and he heard us talking a little bit about them being ice cold. I'd like to see if he can do it.
A lot of settling from Medora, though. I mean, they were really at their best working their offense, getting the ball in the paint, but they really started to settle. And you said it, it's ice cold from the field. It's benefited us big time.
5:05 to play in the game. Thoroughbreds up 103-87. It's their largest lead of the night.
8 to shoot.
Grayer. That's
unstoppable there. That was flawless defense.
Yeah,
They had Montel on one side.
But they took too many possessions, Steve, where they didn't do that. You know, they went 5 possessions where they shot jump shots, 5 straight, and didn't hit a single one.
Yeah, I mean, as watching it favoring the Thoroughbreds, you don't want to see Grayer getting in the lane. And the fact they haven't gone to that, it's kind of been, it's like, all right, we'll certainly take it if you don't want to go there.
A favor
for sure.
Point. free throw. Good. Tatum Dixon.
Man, Tatum Dixon. I don't like to jinx a guy when he's at the free throw line, but just a pure stroke, man. That thing is.
He's been so good tonight.
I mean, you got to appreciate that in the modern day. Free throw shooting's a lost art these days.
Yeah.
Nice help
read.
defense. It's been there all night long.
Dump off Tatum Dixon. And he overran the drop off. Turnover. Grayer. Cook Stroop, good run out on him.
That hustle from Holiday to come all the way back.
Grayer on the move. I'm telling you.
That's the guy you got to keep him out of the lane at all costs.
We got a timeout on the floor. Interesting.
Getting a little chippy.
Yeah, interesting series of events that took place there.
I was watching instead of calling it, but that's all right.
And that the Timberjacks felt like he didn't have possession enough to call a timeout.
I thought he had possession.
Yeah, I did too. He's the only one that had it. He's the only one with the basketball.
I don't know who would have. The ball wasn't on the floor. I mean, I don't know.
4:04 to play in the game. Thoroughbreds up 14, 105-91. There's still time. This is a quick strike, Timberjacks team.
Oh, there's a lot. 14 in the TBL. It needs to be about 1 minute left to feel comfortable, not 4 minutes.
We'll see what the Timberjacks draw up coming out of timeout. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
NBA Eastern Conference Finals Game 2. Third quarter score with 4:46 remaining. The Boston Celtics 67, the Miami Heat 66.
Coming out of the break, still some discussion about that loose ball and whether it was possession enough to call a timeout.
I mean, they see it through their colored glasses,
Sure.
and we're seeing it through the Thoroughbred colored glasses.
Yep. Tatum Dixon to catch off the inbounds. In some trouble.
Somebody's got to come
standing still.
Oh, my God.
That's a foul by 10. Yeah, it had to be. Bentley on the foul.
If it wasn't, he's taking that goal home with him tonight. I mean, I was concerned that he was going to destroy the whole goal and that we wouldn't be able to finish the game.
In the game early.
That was my biggest concern right there. Because when he gets a free look to the basket, I mean, he yokes that thing. I mean, there's some really nice gamesmanship going between Omega Harris and Jason Holiday out here near midcourt. The thing is, there's always like spirited trash talk, but at the end of the day, these guys all love each other too. You know, it's like it's always fun. It's like brothers talking trash to each other.
Right. You know, and I think it's just that because they all go through the same grind, so there's some
For sure,
commonality
they all know, yeah.
between everyone.
Oh, what
Nice
a pass!
find.
My, that's
What
Omega Harris.
What a dime by Harris.
That's the second time he's dropped an absolute dime.
Yeah.
Wow. Wrap around there.
Approaching 3.5 to play in the game. Thoroughbreds up. Holiday, no on the take. Maybe some contact. And a play on, says the ref. Cook Strupp out of bounds when he caught that one, but made the three, which adds insult to injury.
You know, when we come through here and do the high school tournaments, I would walk through there and look. There's a very thin spot to stand to shoot that three over there in the corner. I mean, it is not much room at all.
Yeah. You're kind of at the mercy of how big of a foot you have.
Right, they really are.
Medora foul charge number 5. Cook Stroop his third.
Thoroughbreds can hit some free throws, I'm feeling pretty good about this one. You just got to continue to make sure you force them to inbound the basketball, because the more they can get in transition, the faster they can score.
Yeah.
If you just continue to keep them out of transition, I think you might be able to steal one here tonight.
And I feel like it's either layups or free throws the rest of the way. You don't want any sort of long miss being the first pass for them on an outlet. So you keep everything tight near the rim. And then, like you said, make them take it out of the basket.
Big lead, 109-93.
Grayer on a tough take.
Owensboro foul charge to number 7, Lamontre Harris. That is his third.
I mean, it's easy to see why the Timberjacks are in first place. I mean, they have talent on this team.
Yeah.
Out the ears. Grayer, the combination of Omega Harris and Grayer, man, that's a – and then you go to the bench. I mean, we've kind of taken Dominic out of the game because of the size of Tatum Dixon, but against most teams in the TBL, you can see where he would be dominant as well.
Three minutes to play. Here's Joyner across midcourt. Harris pull up 8-footer, rolls in. He's been one of the toughest dudes on the court tonight. Oh. Bentley with a tough finish in traffic.
Be a lot of points scored here in these final 3 minutes. Smart possession right there.
Yeah. Three is off, but off of the Timberjacks on the loose ball rebound. Well done.
Good hustle from Montel. He didn't get there. Stayed with it. Helped force the turnover.
2:19 to play in the game. All things going in favor of Owensboro right now. Step back 18 on the baseline. No. Here's the quickest guy in the gym with the basketball. Omega to Grayer. Grayer, corner three. Good.
He knew that was going in. He knew it was going in. Oh, my goodness. It's getting chippy here in the last few minutes. And, Coach, you're not allowed to call the timeout off.
After a bucket, yeah.
Got some new officials here. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, settling in here at the final 2 minutes of the game.
Joyner off the catch. No look to Tatum Dixon. And, tried to reverse yoke that one. And
That's going to come back to haunt him, though.
Harris into the body. I don't know about that one.
That was not a foul.
I felt like Holiday pulled the chair more than anything.
No, he was backing up. I mean, I don't know where else you could go if you're Holiday.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I was about to say, Tatum Dixon on the other end, he went reverse dunk, but he got his arm grabbed. That's why the ball came out. 111 to 100. Still 149 left. And the crowd getting under the skin. You got the road crowd here. I think the Thoroughbreds feel like they're playing in a road environment here. Our fans need to step up over there.
Right.
Gets a little energy going in here. I love that. Omega and Holiday are killing me, dude. the back and forth.
You know,
Oh, and he missed the free throw.
and I don't think it's like hateful.
No, it's not at all.
dialogue.
It's like
more
I've had 8 layups tonight. Boy, I've had 9.
Missed the first one. That's a big miss.
That was a
Hit
big
the
miss.
second. 111, 101. And it's still 3, Omega Harris. No. Rebound weak side. Bentley. His layup good, and he's fouled with 1:41 to go.
Well, I tell you what. Here they come again with 1:41 left to play.
His fourth. Trevon Bentley at the line shooting one.
Get this to
Bentley
a 7-point game
for
here.
one. Yep. Missed it. They're going to say a foul on Montel James, loose ball foul, and he'll stay here with the Timberjacks.
Well, this is disastrous right now for
They've got to be able to close
the Thoroughbreds. It's going to be no free throws, though.
See if they're in the bonus. I don't think they are.
I thought that was 5, though.
Referee's just talking to make sure they're getting it correct.
It should be side out Medora here.
On a loose ball. Okay, so Medora will go to the ball. Or will go to the line to shoot
foul.
two.
Medora being the bonus the rest of the way. Thoroughbreds really shooting themselves in the foot here over the last minute. Turnover after turnover, and then some silly fouls, too. Stops the clock and lets Timberjacks put points on the board with the clock not running.
Right. Harris good on that first free throw. 111, 104. He can cut it to 2 possession right here. And he does.
The full court pressure is really giving Owensboro a lot of trouble here.
Nice in and out dribble all the way to the rim. Layup.
And one.
No, Thoroughbreds coaches won it. Referees called it on the
That
floor.
was a foul. It was and one.
Thought so too.
The ball never went back to the floor after he got the foul. I don't know, man.
I'm with you. He made that
ball.
He made the move, and it never, like you said, never hit
the ball
floor.
never went back to the floor. I mean, continuation's
Joyner at the line for 2 shots. Good on the first. Big one.
You know, the defense that's helped the Thoroughbreds establish this lead has got to show up here in the final minute and a half and close this thing out. No more easy buckets. It's been far too easy for Medora here in these last few minutes. Climb back into this game.
We've got a timeout by Medora with 1:34 to play. It's the Thoroughbreds up by 8, 113-105. Still undecided.
Still undecided.
The difference between the two teams is not enough. We'll see what Medora can do coming out of the timeout, but they need a bucket here. Thoroughbred basketball, TBL TV. coming out of the break, a kind of a rousing
Yeah, that was
huddle
an
there by
yeah.
the Timberjacks. Of
He wants the
trying to,
defensive pressure turned up a little
Yes.
bit in the full court.
Grayer floater is short, ball tipped and down to Holiday. And Holiday will be fouled, and he'll go.
And it was a foul. It was
I'm telling you, he's like the little brother,
yeah.
you know, that you want to like punch. I've got 3 sons at home, and my 6-year-old, my youngest son, is exactly like that.
It's been spirited between the two all
Yes.
night. I love it, man. And got a lot of respect for what Omega Harris, 26 points in this game tonight, and he's one of the fastest guards I've ever seen. I mean,
Yeah. Good, big time fruit though there by Holiday.
and he talks trash loud enough where we can all hear it, and it's very entertaining as well.
Yeah, I want to be in on that.
Yeah.
Minute 21 to play in the game. This free throw to put the Thoroughbreds up 10, and does.
Back to a 10-point game with a minute 20. Got to continue to play D.
Oh, huge.
3-point basket, Malik Cook-Stroop.
Can't hardly wait. You got to go.
There you go. Good job. Joyner dribbles down and then releases it with a pass out to James. Nicely done. James got to move out of the way.
1 minute remaining.
And a turnover, Thoroughbreds.
The defensive pressures gave the Thoroughbreds a lot of trouble.
Oh, back-to-back threes. Right back into it.
4-point game with 50 seconds left.
Timeout called by Owensboro.
Goodness gracious, what an effort from Medora.
You know, it's like, okay, 10 with
We're up 10 with a minute
55
20.
seconds. Yeah, minute 20.
And then you look up, and 30 seconds later, it's a 4-point game. I mean, back-to-back threes. Tough threes at that, you know. But
50 seconds to play in the game. Be Thoroughbred basketball coming out of this timeout. They're up 4, 115-111. Got to take care, value the basketball, value each possession. If you want to close this thing out, we'll see what happens. Thoroughbred basketball, TBL TV. .50 seconds to play in the game. Timeout, advance the ball over to Tatum Dixon. Out to James. That's probably who you want to foul. Oh, tough.
Jump ball call.
I can't believe they called a jump ball.
Yeah.
If the jump ball includes the arm, maybe that was should be advantage Thoroughbreds, but you never know. I mean, huge tip coming up here with 40 seconds left. And of course, you got Holiday matched up with Harris out up top.
Ball loose, and it goes to the Timberjacks. Leaking out is Harris. Harris, hesitation, no. Left it short arm. Fouled is Bentley, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots with 30 seconds to play in this game.
His fifth.
Five fouls on Tatum Dixon. You got 5 fouls on Holiday. 30 seconds left.
Bentley at the line shooting 2.
Thoroughbreds have to find a way to close this out in regulation. Overtime would be a huge benefit to Medora.
Yeah,
Ooh.
You know, the Thoroughbred or the Timberjacks don't have to foul.
They don't have to, no. 30 seconds left on the clock. Just get a stop. Got to hit this free throw, though.
Yeah.
Timeout called by Owensboro.
Timeout. Thoroughbreds will advance the ball across midcourt. 3-point game with 30.8 to play. We'll see what the Thoroughbreds draw up. Need a bucket here. Be right back. Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
Following the conclusion of tonight's game, for pictures and autographs with the Thoroughbreds. Also, a reminder that the Thoroughbreds are back in action here at the Sports Center tomorrow night at 7 p.m. for Military Appreciation Night as they host the visiting St. Louis Gremlins. Tip-off time scheduled for 7 p.m. Doors open at 6 tomorrow night, right here at the Sports Center.
All right, Harris. You know, what's unique is when you call a timeout, you can pick which side you want to inbound from.
Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Yeah, so they want to inbound in front of their own bench, having things on the right side of the court. Tatum Dixon had the handoff. And there. You had
I got
to call.
bailed out by that.
Yeah. I feel like you still had to call.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
I feel like there's been
worse not
more
called.
egregious against
Yes.
them not called it. They're really letting them play more physical because they're down, it feels like, you know. I love that. The play design from Coach Anderson, you give Tatum Dixon the option to hand it off, almost like a zone read in football, or keep it yourself.
Free throw, Tatum Dixon rolls one in.
That's as close as he's been all night long to missing one right there.
Big free throw. Oh, first miss of the night.
Jinxed him.
Harris off the catch.
How fast is he?
Oh, my gosh.
goodness.
Grayer, three. No. Rebound, James, the leading rebounder in all TBL. Outlet to Joyner, and he's fouled with 9.8 to play.
Medora foul charge to number 6, Jair Greer. That is his 6th personal foul.
Man, oh, man, they got to look. They got to look.
It had the right guy to shoot it, too.
Into the game for Medora.
Man, I'm telling you.
Helen Dunham.
Omega Harris is as fast as they go. He just blew everybody to the rim. He could have took that shot if he wanted when he got there and he kicked it out. I mean, it's the right move this late in the game. But
Joyner at the line for two. First one, good.
Is it crazy that it still feels like it's not over? I mean,
No, it ain't.
he hits this free throw, 9.8. They come down and hit a three. We have trouble getting the ball in or something.
Yeah, I mean, anything.
It's not over.
Nice. Well done by the newcomer, hitting two big free throws. 8 seconds. Harris all the way to the paint. Cook Stroop shot, no. Bentley three at the horn, no. And their final score, Thoroughbreds with a big-time win.
Huge
Against
win.
the winners or the leaders of the division. 118-112. We'll step away for end-of-game stats and analysis and an interview. It's Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.
great defense. Yeah, they threw almost threw a lot of off arms last night. So they got a really good draw today, though. They'll be in good shape. Oh, okay. He's a great kid.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. They've been there all season. Yeah. But yeah, last year they were okay. Yeah. Well, you want we'll do the stats.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Owensboro Sports Center. Again, I'm joined by Steve Turner. This has been Hardesty. Got some stats to wrap up the night for you.
Yeah, Lamontre Harris led the way for the victorious Owensboro Thoroughbreds tonight. 30 points, 12 rebounds, and being in the second half really just carried the team. His effort defensively, he had so many times where he would disrupt the play defensively and then come back on the other end and make the play and get the bucket or get a big rebound. He did just a little bit of everything for us tonight. Sean Tatum-Dixon with 24 points, 8 boards. You had 16 points apiece from Montel James and the MJ Joyner. 19 points from Holiday, who was spark plug all night long. 11 points from Seth McCoy, and they got 2 from Douglas to round out the scoring at 118 for the Thoroughbreds. From Medora, man, 33 points from Grayer, 26 points from Harris. 2 of the most entertaining players I've seen all year.
Yeah.
You got Coach Anderson rolling up. I'm going to turn the mic over to him. Victorious. Yeah.
Joined by head coach of the Owensboro Thoroughbreds, Coach Mark Anderson. Coach,
hey,
congrats
man.
on the big win tonight.
Yes. We needed that. We're staying alive.
Yeah. You know, you moved your team to 10-10.
10-10.
You kind of take a notch off of Medora as they lead the division.
Right.
What did you see out of this team? I've got a couple questions, but I want to ask this first. What did you see out of your team tonight that gave you some really good feeling as far as how you progress throughout the rest of the year?
Resiliency. You know, we've talked about it, and we haven't about it all year because we started, you know, behind the 8 ball, if you will, with having only 8 guys and going from there. But the one thing that I've really enjoyed with this team is that they're fun to coach because they take what we say, they utilize it, and then they put it to work. And then the thing is that, you know, just the resiliency, I can't say that enough, but, you know, the fact that we had 6 guys in double figures and led by, you know, Lamontre, who is just unbelievable.
He was great.
He you know how we talk about penciling in a double-double with Montel. Now you can do that with Trey. So he's in the top 5 in rebounding now. So it's one of those things. And Hassan leads the league in offensive rebounding. So that side of the basketball is good, you know. And the fact that we're cutting down on turnovers. We had 4 in the first minute 30 of the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And Coach Brad's pulling his hair out over there. So
you know, and that kind of leads me to my next question because it feels like you've had to coach 2 teams this year. Would you agree or disagree with that statement? Because the adversity that y'all have dealt with, whether it be injuries or personal issues or whatever, where you've had a set of guys and then halfway through, or even the last 6 games, you've had to pull in another whole crew off the bench or off the TBL and other teams.
It's been crazy. I've never been through anything like this before with the amount of injuries and things like that have been debilitating where guys can't play. We thought Brian was going to be able to go tonight, and then Tuesday in practice, he re-aggravated his hamstring, not at the same spot, but a little bit lower. And that seems to be the thing going throughout the league. And I think a lot of it has to do because they don't have the recovery time. I mean, these guys are going from here to Huntsville tomorrow to play there. We play St. Louis here tomorrow, so at least we're home. And then they play again on Monday. So, you know, it's one of those things. So, but we're right in the thick of things. We're right where we want to be.
You know, I talked to you maybe a couple of months ago about how you felt that the turnovers were really plaguing your team early, and some of that had to do with the inexperience of your players in the league.
Right.
You're starting to see some turnovers kind of rear their head a little bit.
At the wrong time.
And it's like you've got the second group of guys that now you've got to get through the kinks of that again, and I can't imagine the frustration.
It is because of some of the turnovers, and a lot of it has to do with our depth because, you know, I'm overplaying guys minutes-wise, and we have to. We've got, you know, 4 games left, so it's one of those things, and we just got to fight through it. We got to take it one game at a time. I couldn't tell you what the rest of the league, who's playing who tonight in the lower Midwest. I have no idea because all I can do is focus on Medora. We focus on St. Louis. We'll have a shoot around tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., talk about St. Louis, and then go from there. And probably in all likelihood, Hassan will be back in the lineup tomorrow. The reason that he wasn't tonight was because they were going so small that the last time we played at Medora, we had a tough matchup with Montel having to take the point guard at times. And that he can guard guys, but that becomes a little bit tough for him.
Right.
So tomorrow we should be back to our big lineup because St. Louis is coming in with a big lineup.
You know, you had your hands full with Omega Harris and Jair Grayer. Game plan-wise, do you feel like that was executed enough to your liking?
Well, we knew Grayer could score. Harris doesn't usually score this much. But, I mean, he was going to the basket unabated, and that's the thing that was killing me and Coach Brad over there is that we were letting guys go coast to coast without any really resistance. And you can't do that because we were up 16, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You know you can't take plays off. And then we throw the ball over the top down here and out of bounds. Those are the unexcusable turnovers that could come back and bite you. So,
you know, telling the new group of guys that have come on, added with the guys that have been here all year, like, what's it going to take to get through those stretches where you can close out games and not be sitting on pins and needles?
I don't know because it's hard to say because a game at the pro level is never over till it's over.
Yeah.
And, you know, if it's not the three-point line tonight, it was the guys going coast to coast. So we got to close out attention to detail when it comes to the time in the game. We've noticed where at the end of quarters we give up a lot of points. And those are the things that we were talking about during one of the timeouts. We've got to be aware of that and not take plays off. It's just like when they came down and cut it to 3 or 4 with that 3, and then we go and throw it away. It's like, come on.
Would you attribute that to fatigue? Fatigue setting in because you've got guys that are playing more minutes than
that's
they should.
part of it. But we also designated who was taking the ball out, and that wasn't the person that took the ball out.
Yeah.
So again, that's attention to detail.
Yeah.
That they have to take care of.
You know, you said quick turnaround. So you guys play St. Louis tomorrow here, 7 o'clock, same tip time. Do you worry about these guys in the back-to-backs because you had several close to 40 tonight in game minutes and one over 40?
Yeah, Lamontre, and I took him out early, and he still ended up with 42.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it was at the end of the first quarter I took him out, so he played the whole first quarter. So did Seth. I mean, Seth did a good job. Then when he went barreling through the end line down there, he got a little cut up on his shin, but he should be good to go.
Good.
So
is it just you're just hoping that these guys, being youthful, exuberant, can muster through another 40-point outing? I don't know if it might be unavoidable.
It's unavoidable.
Yeah.
It really is.
So there's really no, like, preparing. It's just this is what you got to do and take it as a challenge.
Take it up a notch and just go. They know what's online, so they'll take it up a notch.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Coach, that was an awesome win tonight.
Thank you,
for
Ben.
joining me up here.
Yeah,
I
you
appreciate
got
you.
it. Thank you.
That's Coach Anderson coming through with a big-time win tonight against the number 1 team in the division, the Medora Timberjacks, at the tune of 118 to 112. A lot of scoring all around by everyone that saw the court tonight, and hope to continue that momentum into matchup against St. Louis tomorrow. Tip time 7 o'clock. Your final score here tonight, 118 to 112 for Steve Turner. I'm Ben Hardesty. This has been Owensboro Thoroughbred basketball on TBL TV.